softly. Alrighty. Beautiful. One second. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let me make sure. Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see me right. Let's raise this just a little bit. My bad, y'all. When I have to do it to where y'all can see the cards and stuff, I'll be having to do a little too much. Okay. All right. How are you today? Today is August 13th, 2025. My baby's going to be loud for a minute. But we're going to begin with the Reiki part of our session. And then we're going to get into the angel numbers where we randomly pick. Then we get into the collective card pool of the path ahead. What's clearing and what's coming in. We are still, oh wait, I think it's in yesterday. The Lionsgate portal ended yesterday. But it's still giving that abundant energy, so still go with it. Stay in that abundance. So we're going to see what are you clearing and what is coming in at the end of the Reiki session. Okay. Make sure you're in a seated position. Make sure you have water with you. Make sure you're not listening to this while you're driving. This is Reiki. Reiki is universal life force energy that flows through me and out of my hands to you. Allow yourself to be present. Allow the energy to flow. Type I accept this Reiki healing. One second before I start. Hey, Asani. Or Ish. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Welcome. Allow the energy to flow. Allow your mind to be free and your heart be open. If you haven't already, type I accept this Reiki healing. Or you can enjoy the frequency the way you are. You are love and you are light. Welcome. sinuses just cleared up. We're going to begin with a set of 5 breaths. We inhale for 5, hold for 5, and then we exhale for 5. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Hold. Exhale. And breathe. You may currently feel tingling sensations throughout your scalp. That is your crown chakra clearing and activating. You may feel flutters in your heart chakra. You're becoming more connected with yourself. Hi, Age Figment. I'm a smoker. I'm doing my best. And keep doing your best. You may start to feel more and more like you don't want to smoke. You said hello, birdie. Yes, my babies like to fly during the sessions. They take naps. We're about to eat right now. I'm currently hungry. Allow the energy to flow, relieving you of any tension. Allow your mind to be free. You're a spiritual person too? Hi, Life of Aaliyah. You're meditating. Beautiful energy. Peace is within you. Love is within you. Okay, welcome. I love how I track also because I'm a medium too. You may be a medium. Immediately, I thought that said medium, but you said I meditate into this. Ooh, great energy. So peaceful. You are a medium? I felt it. I'm on my mediumship. I felt it. Isn't it crazy how mediums know who mediums are? Welcome. I always attract mediums, tarot readers, Reiki healers. I attract who I am. And I love that. I love that I'm in that awareness of life. Maybe somebody else is starting to get into that awareness also. You've reached the point of, I'm gonna say nirvana, but it's like an energy of like, you get it. You are out of the matrix. You are connected fully with the divine. Maybe you connect more, give more time in the day of just stillness, of peace, to be in that realm, get more comfortable in other realms. You're a beginner. It's just I need a medium. Welcome. If you bumped into me, it's never by coincidence. Rather it's on TikTok here. I am starting to come more on my YouTube more because I like how the whole session I can just upload it. And if anybody that follow me misses the session, because they be good sessions, they be really, really good sessions. And I be feeling bad for TikTok because I can only put clips up. But with here I can just upload the whole thing. And my baby is just blowing around. They are also my confirmation with a lot of stuff. So maybe that was confirmation for you. Maybe you have a TikTok and you're just expanding more, putting yourself out there. Even if it's not with social media, you're putting yourself out there more, being open to receive. Because a lot of your messages come through other people. And it's not just the messages. It's not just the messages. It's your confirmation. Because that's all tarot and all that. It's confirmation. Anything outside of yourself is confirmation. Because especially if you're already intuitive, you already know. You're in the knowing. Somebody could be an Aquarius too. Because it's the I know came in my head. And usually, I think that's the Aquarius. The I know. I think I should put this over here. Someone is getting more into their health too, which is a great thing. When you are like a medium and you're like, you know what I mean, you're going through your spiritual awakenings, it's very, very important to watch what you eat. They say just like not as much meat and more like live food, as in like tropical fruit, dragon fruit, what's another one? The emu one, the EMU one, the yellow dragon fruits. They're sweeter, but they're really, really good, especially for females. Our reproductive system is good for fiber. It's really good for females' reproductive system. I'm gonna just say that, but and good for fiber if somebody's constipated right now. It's like your body's asking for just a little quick detox. refresh. Maybe somebody's been thinking about that. That'll help you more with your intuition, help you more with being in alignment, receiving, especially when you're in a critical time to where you really need spirit's help with something or guidance with something, and you're really, really tapped in. Like you're not, you know, it's not a joke, but you know it's like levels to stuff. So you have to be on certain vibrations for things to happen quicker. Hope that's making sense for somebody. Hi, Richie. Hi, Jeffrey. So this is Evolving with Sheena. I do have a Sheena's Tarot where I do my tarot, but yeah, that's not, this was it. Right now we're doing Reiki, and then we do angel numbers, and then the last part of our session is a collective card pull. Now on my other tarot channel, that's where I get into the karmics and all that other stuff and what's going on in people's life. This one, this channel, I try to keep it self-love, healing, evolving, what do you need to do next type stuff. No type of drama. I try my best to focus on evolving on this channel. So make sure you follow my Sheena's Tarot. That's in the description. It's Sheena Tarot on YouTube and Sheena's Tarot on TikTok. We get busy over there with the, the hair is evolving. Hair is when I tap into your ancestors, when I allow them to come forward. I do that type of stuff over here. Divination, yeah. Yeah, I am of the light. We all have light and dark in us, law of polarity, but we dwell in the light, You ever heard of a soft ego, to soften the ego? I believe in softening the ego. I believe in also an ego death too, but I believe to soften the ego. I love, especially when you're in like a solitude phase of your life or phase and point, because every spiritual awakening, there's a point, solitude is a must. So you can be still and not get, not necessarily persuaded by the out, but it's just like that's that point of you tapping in, receiving spiritual wisdom. And that point where those days when you don't feel like getting out of the bed, that softened ego would be like, yeah, let's get the fuck up. Let's start our day. Because we got things to do. We have missions. We have things to accomplish today. We have wrote down. Maybe somebody's getting more organized with their thoughts, with their plan, with their strategies. Like it's not just wake up, go to work, wake up, go to work, come home, pay bills. That's being caught in the matrix, into the program. What else are you doing? What hobbies do you have? Is this truly your passion? Because a lot of people, they have career lives and they love it. Do you truly love what you do every day? Whether it's work, whether it's whatever you do. You can wake up and you can love plants. You can love whatever. What are you passionate about? Everybody has a gift. They haven't awakened to it. What is your gift? What is your mission in life? What do you want to accomplish for yourself? Yeah, spiritual awareness. And spirituality is fun. It's fun. You got to make it fun. But the thing is, you can't skip things. You can't skip healing. Most of us starseeds and earth angels, we had very, very tough lives. And it's crazy how it's so many people in the world, but we'll feel as though we're the only ones. All these billions of people in this world, and we'll still feel like no one understands. And then you go in, when you really, really tap in, you get spiritually woken. Like, oh no, my story resonates with tons of people in this world. There's no need to compare trauma. We know what that feeling feels like. It's a feeling, it's an energy. A lot of us been through certain different types of trauma, but it's that feeling, that energy that you know what it feels like of hurt, pain, depression. It's still an energy, but just with different stories. You get it? So once you peep with and not everybody's story is filled with trauma. It's not. But most of the world today, you were raised in some sort of dysfunction. Some sort. A lot of people had a lot. A lot of people had a little bit. But you know what the word dysfunction is. You know, once you get to a certain, level, consciously, you'll be more into what your spirit is telling you. What do you want? And that's in self-love, self-healing, self-indulgence and stuff like that. Yes. Value. That's with the part with knowing thyself, knowing who you are, knowing what you want. A lot of us search for love in other people and don't realize you have to have that love within to know what you want from someone else. You got to know what type of love you want. And a lot of that is from how is love taught to you. And then a lot of that is how is love taught to those that taught it to you. You go deep, honey. You got to go deep to get to the root, that root chakra. Hopefully I'm making sense. But yeah, we do that type of stuff over here. All that other stuff I do at Sheena's Tarot. I can get busy now. I like to get busy. But we have to have some balance, I let my alter ego loose on my Sheena Tarot. So make sure you catch me over there. Today's choice is Lion's Mane Coffee. It is sponsored, so I'm not going to say what the brand is, but Lion's Mane. Maybe somebody needs to switch their coffee. Maybe you've been just doing things more organic, like you're during this time, especially after this full moon, a lot of releasing was done, a whole lot. We had the Lionsgate portal on the 8th, and then the next day was a full moon. And what was it in? I forgot what it was in. Can't think about it. I forgot. But yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot. Last week you could have been real tired, drained. Your body's telling you, I need rest, get some sleep. You may be a busybody to where you just have to keep going, but your body needs rest. You're feeling depleted. That card kept coming out too. If somebody's feeling depleted, because you're not listening to your body. Your body needs a reset. It needs a little detox. It needs a break off of something. Maybe it could be something starchy. Maybe somebody needs to calm down on pasta. Maybe somebody received something like, you're on a borderline of diabetic or something like that. You need to cut starch, something about starch. I'm practicing healing crystals also. I've been focusing myself. I just got out of a deep depression. Ooh, I hope I'm giving you a high five. I'm giving you a high five. Because first of all, you have self-awareness. You know that you just came out of a deep depression. But you've awakened. So whatever you have learned, now when you tap back into whatever put you in that place, figure out what lesson that you had to learn out of that. So you don't repeat whatever that you put you in that space. Maybe it was because, Saturn return. Maybe it's your Saturn return. I don't know what stage you are in your life. Maybe you need to look up Saturn return, like a cycle coming back. So Saturn is in retrograde. I don't know if it's still in retrograde, but I know it was like a bunch of planets. I did a video on that on my Evolving with Sheenia. We're on Evolving with Sheenia. I should have it on this video, or if not, on my TikTok, explaining the retrogrades at the time, because it was a lot, especially like last week or the week before, a lot of childhood things was coming up. So memories, flashbacks. And I believe it was in my last Reiki session, maybe you need to watch that one, where I was talking about something coming back in someone's mind, right? And it's only one part of the story. it's only the trauma that keeps coming back. But what happened before that? Because with the trauma, that's like kind of like haunting somebody. And I'm only saying haunting because it keeps coming back and it keeps giving you this energy in your body, in your gut, that's telling you you did something wrong and you didn't do anything wrong. Someone wants you to feel like you did something wrong, and it's like it's not the truth in something. And I feel like it's somebody's conscious is trying to, it's only replaying because it's trying to tell you, it's trying to get you to go back to that space, remember what happened before that. So because somebody's trying to crack a code, like they're trying to crack something of why do I keep feeling this way, or why do this memory keeps coming back? Because your conscious is trying to get you to crack something. It's not trying to haunt you, because I know the feeling if it was trying to haunt you, because those is more like spiritual attack type energy. This is more of an energy, it's trying to have you crack something, but you're fighting being back in that space. So this is the dark night of the soul type energy, like where you go in to gain that lesson, to get the light, because you know that's where light is formed, in the darkness, right? So you have to go in and get to the root of that shit. So a lot of root chakra healing is happening, but it's being depicted as depression, but it's not. It's only putting you back in a space to give you some sort of awareness. I hope that makes sense. I really hope it makes sense, because sometimes when it comes, it's like, brr. Did y'all get it? That's why I like to do it on YouTube, because sometimes, look, so you can rewind it. You can go back, because it's got everything I say. If you look at my booking site, read the reviews. I be on my shit. I don't be just talking to talk. So I like for y'all to rewind it, come back to what I said, and it always makes sense. But yeah, oh my God, did I go off topic? We still in this Reiki section. Maybe somebody needs to do a nice deep cleanse in their home, especially if you're intuitive and you feel your home is your safe space. You're always supposed to have, especially if you're spiritual, you're always supposed to have a cleanse, like a nice deep cleanse, house cleanse. I do have a video of how to do one on my, I believe it's on the site. It's on this app. Deep cleanse, deep house cleanse, I think it is. But yeah, maybe somebody needs to do that. Let's do another set of 5 by 5 breaths. We inhale for 5, hold for 5, and then we exhale for 5. Make sure you're doing it from the belly, diaphragmatic breaths. So that's when we inhale, our stomach expands out. Hold. Exhale, our stomach goes in. Your choice if you want to be in and out your nose or your mouth. Let us begin. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Hold. Sometimes in stillness you find all your answers. You find all the answers. Joyce keep coming up for somebody. I don't know why. The name Joyce. Let me know if that resonates with somebody in the chat. Maybe it's choice, but I thought I heard Joyce. That keeps coming up as a name. On the mother's side of someone's family. Dominic could be significant. Lori. I feel like you're going through some sort of change. With somebody, they having like a back issue. You're going to get that checked out and everything is going to be okay. Maybe something alarming with like the kidneys or something like that. A lot of collective energy is with changing your eating pattern and someone's not being stubborn about that. Like a lot of stubborn energy running a family when it comes to health. We're going to do this energy just for a little longer. Turn into 5 minutes. Make sure you type I accept this Reiki healing, or you can enjoy the frequency the way you are. Allow your mind to just be free. You are in stillness. This is peace. Give yourself peace. Give your spirit peace. You gotta let go. You gotta let go. No more enabling. Bless you. Your heart could have just fluttered. That activation be real. Hello. Is it Tyson or Tyson? What's up? This is so relaxing. It's really helping my morning. I'm so happy that you said that. Does that mean I completed my mission? It's always good to start your day off with peace. Maybe some nice relaxing music. Pay attention now. Now this is somebody's homework. I want you to start paying attention to how you wake in the morning. Pay attention to if you need to sleep with the TV on and why. Because I feel like somebody needs to start sleeping with the TV off. Especially if you're a medium. I mean, I'm talking to like somebody that's psychic and you know that you're already psychic and you're still working on how to turn it off. But it's so strong and divinely you, like you're supposed to be doing it so strongly that you can't control it. When the messages come in, like, so you'll wake up and a song is playing in your head. Maybe a song, for example, that song, what is it? Baby, take your time, what's the rush? So when the song's playing like that, when you first wake up, maybe you need to take your time today. Like, what's the rush? Allow things to flow. So you may have a lot of songs that play in your head throughout the day. Your clair audiences are activating, like a lot of your clairs. You're starting to see shadows, images, and not all shadows, let's be clear, not all shadows is negative energy. Maybe somebody needs to do some research, get out of that reprogramming. Because a lot of people that are becoming spiritual right now that may be watching me, you have to come out of, you came out of a religion. And look, you can be spiritual in a religion. But I feel like I'm speaking to someone that was never really, you don't want to be tied down to a religion. That's how it's just for somebody's energy. That's what's making it feel. So you starting something new that no one really have done in centuries in your lineage. You feel what I'm saying? But not centuries, if not centuries, it could have been generations. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for, generations. It hasn't been, whatever you're doing now, it's been generations that it was stopped. Someone didn't want to continue something that they seen their parent do, and their parent gave them free will, free choice. So they also understood that everyone has their path. It's gonna come back around. Rather it come back around from your kids, somebody in that lineage is going to be the black sheep and going to want to rebel and go against the odds and want to do something different. It's going to happen. When it's in your blood, it's in your blood. Period. So maybe somebody's in that part of their stage of just like not giving a fuck. You don't care what nobody thinks. What feels good to your spirit, your soul, your soul? When you wake up every morning, what is the vision? It's yours. No one else's. It's your world. That's why they say it's yours. It's your world. No one can see your vision. No one. Even us tarot, we can see through cards, but we can't see through your eyes, your vision, your mind. Just saying. I've had dreams of my ancestors trying to tell me something, but it's not like negative. It's a message. Lit, life of a Leo. Lit. Look at the awareness. Watch your awareness get more and more open. And you're going to get more and more comfortable. I remember when I was in the beginning of my stage, I told my guys, like, baby set me into this. Because I'm coming out of a program that had me believe this stuff was devilish. This stuff was evil. And it's totally not. Especially if you're a medium and that's your calling. That's somebody's calling. That's my babies fly around. Especially when you're on that point where you have to be comfortable with spirit. Ask your guys to baby step you. When I tell you, when that message came to me, and it came to me through another tarot reader, and I was like, that was in the beginning, so I'm like, you're right. But when I started researching more, all right, what's clairaudience? What's clairsentience? What's claircognizance? What is that? And realized, yo, I've been feeling like this since a child. The thoughts, so you mean to tell me those thoughts that I used to think, that wasn't my thoughts, that was someone else's? You start researching empath, and then when you really start being open to receive, as soon as you step out your house, if you ask for a sign, you're going to get that sign. If you ask for something from your guides, like, all right, give me validation through 555, 111, 1111s, and stuff like, you may be seeing these numbers too, 88s, 55s, 99s. And then you start researching the numbers and understanding, first of all, that a number is a symbol. It's a symbol. And you start breaking down a symbol, then you'll really start understanding, and it'll start, because somebody's probably like, you'll research the number, but you don't remember the meaning. So maybe you need to figure out, because you may have like a learning, what they consider a learning disability. And it's like a way that you'll in your mind think like, yo, why didn't you just say it like this? And it'd be like, people be hard, like, I get it, I totally get it. So that's when you have to learn your way of learning, the way that you process things, how you research things. Because I feel like somebody had a teacher when they were younger that, I promise you aced their classes, but other teachers, if they teach it a certain way, if they're not passionate about like teaching and stuff like that, you wasn't going to do good in your class. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but whatever. Understand the way you research things, understand the way you process things, You don't have a disability. That's not a disability. It's the way you process things. Please. And maybe that's somebody's child. Like, they want to tell them that they're disabled. They want to tell them, and listen, you know your story. You know your child. If you know your child is like you, where you were easily distracted in high school, if you had a certain type of teacher that lectured boring, you're not going to be interested in their class. But you know that your child is super smart. Fuck it. Don't let these teachers or whoever tell you about something that you know, you birthed or whatever, you raised. Even if it's not your blood child, you know, like I always tell people, whatever's in your household knows you the most. Your kids, if you have children, even your pets, they know you better than anybody. You hear me? And you know them better than anybody. You peep game, whether it's a conversation or not. Don't let you be intuitive. You know when something's wrong. And those that have teenagers, know your child. You know how to get through to them. Like you know how some teenagers, you gotta think of how you were. Because most likely your child is going to reflect you in some sort of way. So figure out how you were. Put yourself in that age bracket. How would you want somebody to approach you? Don't approach them with your belief system. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has their own belief system. What is your belief system? Your child's belief system may be different from your own. And that should not oh no, you should do it this way. That's your belief system. Don't force somebody to be what you believe. What if they were born to believe a different thing? Where's their heart at? As long as the heart is pure. You feel what I'm saying? It's so many different ways to reach God, to reach the divine. Just like it's so many religions, it's so many different practices. Is your heart pure? Is that person's heart pure? Then you should not be judging them of how they reach the divine. That's something specific. I don't know. Hey, at Earth Falling Rising. Yes. I like that name. You feel me? Because that we gotta make sure our foundation is solid. Regardless of where you were in life, where you got your awakening. Some people, you know what I mean? I'm in my 30s, I'm 38. You hear me? I didn't get my enlightenment, like, you know what I mean, till a couple years ago. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. At least I got it. It don't matter how old you are. Don't force, you know what I mean? Because not everyone, and I really admire the ones that was raised as childhood about spirituality, about your ori, about who you are, about your soul, about a soul's journey. Because sometimes you'll go through something and don't realize you're going through the same type of energy, just through different flesh. And you're going through it over and over again because you're not understanding the lesson behind it. Lessons don't have to be something so. Listen, you can learn the same lesson 3 times. As long as that 3rd time you get it, as long as that 4th time you get it, you've awakened. We go through many awakenings. That's why you're always supposed to learn. Lessons, life is lessons. You won't know the lesson until you get it, until you're taught it. You got to go through it. Like maybe somebody needs to be like, it's like change your approach to your child. That keeps coming out for me. And it's, I don't know if somebody just came in the chat with that energy. Change your approach. Don't come so aggressive with it. Because that came out in a reading too. Somebody's child need love. I think that came out yesterday. I went live on my TikTok. So maybe somebody's here from a TikTok. They or somebody else just needs to show their child some love because they could be going through like this upcoming school year, or if they already started school, it's going to be a lot. It's like a time in their life where, you know, because I feel like you went through it too, where you felt alone because you have a gifted child. The child is gifted. They probably got, you know what I mean, their emotions, especially if they already got their period, or, you know what I mean, whatever, teenagers, male or female, they're going through something energetically where they don't understand it. They don't understand it. They get mad, they get sad, they want society to show them recognition because, you know, that's what they were raised off of. So maybe whatever this child was raised off of social media, like, or, you know, that's the big thing. I'm 38, so when I was young, there was no social media. It just started towards my end of high school, where, you know what I mean, Black Planet, and we were, I was off the loop. Before it was social media, it was the phone party lines and stuff like that. So, you know, we got the tail end, but my child, he was raised off of laptops and stuff or whatever. He's into that. And it's like, I don't know, it's just like this school year for somebody, they're just going to need some support. They're going to need you not to judge them, and they're going to need your support. That's for somebody specific. They're going to need your support because it's going to be something that happened in school. This came out yesterday. It's something that happens in school that's embarrassing for them. Like, you know how kids are. Kids could, if it's not your family, it's going to be school that teach you hard lessons before you become an adult. So one of their hard lessons is coming to school year. And they need your love and understanding for you to be right there and to empower them. Make sure you tell them in the morning, you are so handsome. You are so beautiful. There's no one else in this world like you. No one else. I want you to, like, you got to say it with your spirit, your soul, the soul connection, heart. So maybe you're working more on your heart chakra. And baby, I'm holding back the tears. I'm holding back the tears. So it's going to be, that's what I'm just saying. Just be there. Be there for yourself too. Because I feel like somebody's learning too. Like, you know what I mean? You learn it too. So the more I tell everybody this, you got to have that self-love, self-care so you can have the awareness. If you do not love yourself and pour into yourself first, you will not have the strength to pour into someone else, to your kids, to your love, to your loved ones, to your friends. You have to give yourself the time first in order, you know, to even pour into somebody else. Don't let nobody just drain you dry. And don't ever let that happen again. But you also have to pour into yourself. I always talk about teacher and nobody push out the best. So it seems like you're reading inner child's, even mine. Yes. Because when I was about to break, listen, The tears was about to fall, and I felt like I'm speaking to somebody's inner child. Because I was that person too. I was clearly that child. I was clearly, like I'm telling you, earth angels and starseeds do not have the easiest paths, journeys. That's how you know it's so many of us that can resonate with these journeys. Like, regardless of specifics, it's an actual path like that we can all resonate with, because you know what pain feels like. No matter the level of it, you know what pain feels like. You know what all the low vibrations. I don't even want to get into them, because we rather dwell in the light. Like how somebody was saying, the light and the dark. We all have it. No matter how you want to, I don't know, they want to cast out. You're always going to. It's balance. It's balance. It's always about balance and awareness. So let's say somebody triggers you by saying a word or saying something or bringing something up. What is it triggering? It's triggering that dark side. So when that trigger of the dark side happens, you have to take awareness of who is saying these things. Why are they saying these things? Should you right then and there have boundaries? Because we don't ever have to let that dark side out enough to project anger, low vibrations. That's when you have that aware, oh no, they're trying to put me in a low vibration state. Now I need to make the wise choice of, should I continue a relationship with you? Put up boundaries, because sometimes all you got to do is put up boundaries with somebody for them to reflect on their own shit. Especially when somebody's projecting, if you're at work and somebody's projecting negativity towards you, you have to have awareness, oh, that's not my energy. I send back in an energy that isn't mine. It's not me. Go back over there. And let me go on about staying in my zen. You hear me? Because they'll try you too, just to get a reaction. When some vampire energies, just to get a reaction out of you, get them a hard one. And not necessarily physically, but that's what gives them the energy, by your reaction. If you're getting a reaction of just like that same energy they're projecting, they won, in a sense, because that's what it's about with them, winning. Narcissist energy, sociopath energy, it's about winning, them being right, regardless of the situation. And I know, especially me having Aries 5 times in my chart and more fire, we want to prove, like, we're all about justice. That's not fair, this and the third. But it's just like taking a step back be hard for us. So somebody may have Aries in their chart, or maybe you need to pay attention where fire is in your chart. Maybe you have Leo in your chart, Sagittarius. Something about the fire and taming that fire. Taming that fire with more putting that fire into passionate things. Remember we were talking about that in the beginning. What are you passionate about? What do you love to do more than anything in the world? Maybe you should follow my Evolving with Sheenia. I just posted, but I think I posted it on here too. I posted it's a very, very dope ass cleanse. And I did it in nature, and it's of a stream, like, so the stream. Do that, and it's literally for, because at the time, the way the planets were aligning, a lot of people with traumatic child abuse, those things and thoughts were coming up. So I did a nice cleanse. Now it gets deep. The shadow work with Sheena. Make sure you follow my Patreon. If you missed episode 1, that's episode 2 that I posted on this one. But the more and more we get deep into it, we get to the root of things. And you always, with anything that I post, take what resonates. Because sometimes when I get into the mediumship stuff, I'll say point blank what it is that you need to really heal. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about in any of my channels, because I have to keep it real. I don't know how to be fake or sugarcoat anything. My guides won't let me sugarcoat nothing. So, I'm just saying. But hey, kids, Jerome, I feel the same way sometimes, like I never fit in. Romeo, psychic readings. Yes, I totally resonate with that, because I have a learning disability. No, you don't. I get it. Because I was told I had, you download things differently. You download things differently. That's what you have. You don't have, the society, they'll tell you have a learning disability because why? You're not doing it the way they want you to do it. That's part of being in the program. But, and I just learned different. And hold on, wait. And I didn't even see what you just said after that. And I just learned differently. And sometimes I feel like I never fit in. That's why I was just, as soon as I saw that, because I said that, rewind it when I said, you don't have a learning disability, you just think differently. Sometimes they'll call a learning disability, all right, boom, with ADHD. Especially if you have a child like this, you notice when they can tap into different realms, but they don't know that's what they're doing. Maybe this is what you went through. So, for instance, one of my brothers said in school he couldn't, like a pen would drop and he's focused on that pen. He'll easily be just not focused, but so smart. Sometimes people's delivery is boring. If a teacher don't want to teach, sometimes you'll gravitate. You know how you have that one teacher that it's like, yo, why didn't they say that? That's why they'll have good teachers in where they say learning disabilities. Then it's like, yo, why can't, let me not even get to that, because I was a substitute for a whole year, and baby, it was like, why did you take out, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? If you know, then you know. That was the easiest way to memorize. Exactly. Parenthesis, let me see what this is. Thank you, Kens, for the donation. May it come back to you 10 times forward. May abundance come to you easily to where you're not stressed about money. What is money? Money is a tool. It's nothing to stress about. May you love money. And no, it's not all about money, but sometimes money brings comfortability. And sometimes about it, it brings comfort to know that finances is not an issue. May that aha moment come to you. May you relax and allow blessings to pour in for you. And all of y'all. But Kens, you show mad love. You can speak for yourself. Can you do it? Can you do it? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I could not write for the life of me. Like I couldn't read my writing back to me. And so that's interesting. Was it a confidence thing? Or you couldn't actually speak? Okay, all right. Am I off topic? But no, that's what these sessions do. It's supposed to bring sides of you. It's supposed to have you reflect, because this full moon energy is still kind of here. What's that? The full moon was on the 9th. So yeah, it's like yesterday was the last. I don't know why. It's still lingering energy with that. Because it's supposed to be 3 days before, 3 days after. But it's still lingering of just release and abundance. Like that Lionsgate portal is I still feel it. Like people still need to be focused on their manifestations. Maybe that is the focus for somebody. Like, you know what? I'm not focusing on the drama and everything that else is going on that's trying to distract me. I have a purpose. I have a mission. You got to understand, some people that come in your life, their missions, especially if when you have validation that you're an earth angel or a starseed, we have a lot of missions in life. We easily love, so we attach quickly. And sometimes, especially like that rushed energy, when you attach in a rushed energy, you don't realize sometimes you're just in a person's life for a reason, a season, and that's it. Just, especially when you have that energy of healing, you're supposed to be a person's awareness, awaken. You're supposed to awaken somebody. And sometimes the awaken only happen when you walk away. That's for somebody specific. Challenges in school. I can actually speak fine. That's beautiful though. Yeah. Empaths. I know when I was in school, like I was like a lone wolf, clearly. Only by choice. I couldn't do the fake shit. I could not do it. If you know me from high school, if you're following me, I know they be following me. Y'all know I'm still real 10 toes down, still me, and I still look good. All right, we stop. But that's the Aries in me, y'all. Pay it no mind. Long loves. Different. I used to feel people's energy and I used to think that was mine. So I used to feel sad about myself. But I used to look in the mirror like, wait. But I'm pretty. A lot of people used to project their energy towards me because they used to be competing with me. And when I was younger, not having awareness, I used to compete with them too. Like, hold on. Because I was by myself. I was the only girl. I have 2 brothers, whatever. So, you know, but it's like, I always felt alone too. Like people didn't understand. Why did they feel that way? Why do I have to fight to let them know that I'm not like that? That's that energy. But honestly, that energy always followed me. That energy followed a lot of people in my family also. I didn't know, I wasn't aware of it when I was younger, but as I got older, it was like a generational thing of having to be different and having to prove to other people that you can still like me. I'm still likable. But once you get out of that energy of not giving a fuck of what anybody thinks, and you're just free and you just be yourself, and people really, because it's a point of being solitude, of like no one understanding, and it's like a point of no one coming towards you with like kind hearts. It's always this fucking somebody wanting to leech off of you, somebody wanting your ideas, somebody wanting something that you can give to them, but it's not an equal give and take. But you want to nurture, you want to still prove to people that's not even on your frequency that yes, I can be by your side. Yes, I can, you know. But I feel like it's like God, divine, whatever you believe in, putting you on that mission of self-love, self-care, self-awareness, self-validation, authenticity. Maybe somebody's doing that. I don't know. I'm just going with whatever's coming to my mind, honey. It's amazing when I found out my path ability to talk to other people who were dead. I could see people's vibrations and all. And we were just talking about, because somebody else was in here and said they was a medium. I have a girl Aries with a life path number 22. I get it. We fires, we like for the parties too. But yeah, going back into the psychic reading, whoever psychic readings 2002. I used to see, I've been to a lot of funerals. They say, you know how back in the day, they say kids is not supposed to go to funerals and pregnant women not supposed to go to funerals. Yes, for those specific reasons of their gifts may awaken at a time prematurely. That's what some people believe in, but not my family. Like I've been going to funerals probably since the womb. And after every funeral, I used to see the people that's dead. Like I used to feel like they was there. I used to feel like I could see them breathing in the casket. Like I used to be, how all just terrified as a kid. And I never wanted to get too close to it. I used to fear death. Like I used to fear because what we were programmed to believe about it. I wasn't raised to believe. I was raised in a Pentecostal church. So it's like we're not raised to believe that the dead, we can talk to the dead, stuff like that. But you can hear the guidance from this one person. That's just what the Pentecostal I was under. Not everybody's doctrine is like that. But we feared it. Like you can't be talking to yourself. Don't be talking to yourself. They're going to think that you, fuck what they think. When you're talking to yourself, who you talking to? Be awareness, have self-awareness of what you're talking to and who you're talking to. But you're talking to the divine, you're talking to your higher self. Most of the time when you're in that right vibration. Now, sometimes when you're in the dark spaces and all that, what spaces you in? Self-awareness. But when I was a kid, I used to really be scared of it, but I knew, like, I used to feel like they was under my bed, like, and only because their energy probably was still with me. I used to write poems and stuff, and those poems used to be like having a lot of confirmation. Like, I don't know, I used to be writing. I used to have books and books of writing stuff. I wish I can find them. Books and books of just writing stuff as a kid. Like, I used to write stories and stuff, but it was deep. It was deep. You must have been a creative child too. Somebody was very, very creative, whether you were by yourself or not. Like you felt like not like the other siblings, or you could have been the only child. Tap back into whatever you used to do to not think about reality. You were going through a lot in the physical time as a child. What did you do? What was your imagination like? Your clairaudience and your visualization been awakened, and that's a gift, y'all. A lot of people don't have that naturally open. Having an imagination like that. As a child, when I wanted to play longer outside, I used to naturally, when it was about to rain, I used to go outside with my hands like this, and I used to spin around in a circle and say, God of the Spirit of God, don't let it rain. And I like used to be dead serious. I used to have my little brothers do it. And it wouldn't rain. But me still not thinking of it, like, all right, yeah, let's go outside and play. Like, you used to naturally do shit. You used to naturally do things as a child, and it would really happen. You used to say things, and it really would happen. So you used to have to watch what you say, but you didn't. Now that you were older, you realize, yo, I should have watched what I said a lot of times when it happened. A lot of times you would think of stuff, and you would do it only because you thought of it. And you had that heart. So that's what this Lionsgate portal activated too, with the Leo energy, that courage. Somebody is naturally getting back into courage. And like when you're in that awareness of low vibration, of anything low, I don't even like speaking of it too much, but you know that low vibration, anything that have you in a sunken place, you realize, oh shit, let me tap out of it. Let me do something to get out of it. Let me ground. Let me put my feet outside in the actual earth. Let me ground. It's so much energy that you can use through nature to just cleanse yourself. Get into the spiritual bath. Put a little bit of Epsom salt or some regular sea salt to cleanse. Get out in the ocean. Get out into nature's actual spiritual bath. The ocean water. Something. Okay. So it's the energy, the Reiki energy is still flowing. You, right on. I'm glad I could help you be absurd. I don't know what you're talking about. The first and the last, honey, you got me. I don't know. B claims only witness, and you cannot answer one question. Baby, this is a Reiki session. You might have first and the last. You must have just came later. If you don't know, I'm a Reiki practitioner, a certified Reiki practitioner. With this session, the first part is Reiki, but during the Reiki, we do a lot of talking. We can talk, conversate back and forth. The energy still flows. So, what we're about to get into now is the angel numbers. If you would like any personal readings, you can click the link in the description and book a session. Or you can follow my Sheena's Tarot, where I take one question, $10, two questions, $15 during the lives. Other than that, you can book a personal session if you have any questions. Okay? And that's for everybody. I just don't know that just came in. Yes. This one here is organized. This is an organized session. So either you listen and take a resonate, or you can book a session. Much love. So now we're getting into the angel numbers. I like to use basically something that would take you 5 years to learn. You could learn in a day right now. Are you advertising? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Manifestation window. Oh, you're talking about the Lionsgate. My energy when I let it in or can't keep it out. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll read it later. So, with the Angels Numbers book, I use Mystic, Michaelia. If you do have angel numbers, this angel number book goes up to 999. And I randomly pick angel numbers and I read them. So these angel numbers is going to tell more insight, most likely going to reflect of what I already said during the session as confirmation. So if you already resonated with something, here goes more confirmation. The last pull, the last part of the session is me pull a collective card, a couple of collective cards. Where do you go to book love? Click the link in the description. I'm pretty sure I'll post it. If not, email me and I'll send you my booking services. But click the link in the description where it says bookings and services. If you want tarot, click the tarot my booking site, or you can click. Is Mercury retrograde still going on? My tongue is like rah. Yeah. The part where it says bookings and services. Reiki, click that one. Tarot, click the other one. Thank you for asking that. I'm Kins. So the first angel number 522. You may be seeing these angel numbers. These angel numbers could be significant to you in any way. Angel number 522. Embrace life. Your view will change. The things you want will replace some things you already have. Your angels want you to face the visual fears that can hold you back when you ask for your soul's desires. Write down something that you are fearful of losing, yet know has to go. Burn it or bury the paper during the next full moon. Angel number 170, present moment. Make time to notice messages. Remember we were talking about that earlier. Ask your guides for the signs. Ask your guides for, okay, give me validation. Give me this angel number. Give me this, anything. Black cat, anything. Pick something. Birds. Ask for a confirmation with something. Test it out. Present moment. Make time to notice messages. You are getting many messages from your angels, and they are asking you to be present to notice them. They note that your life is busy lately, and it's interfering with your connection to the divine. Take a look at your schedule today and carve out some time to be present. I definitely mentioned that part in the Reiki part of the session. What space and time? What are you giving yourself time to be still? Angel number 642, money talk. Abundance flows where attention goes. Your angels encourage you to stay involved in your own finances. Paying attention to your money shows the universe that you respect abundance and manage it with care and concern. This paves the way for more abundance. Spend time today reviewing your accounts, budgets, and interest rates. And last but not least, where did you get where did I get the book? My bad. Where did I get this book? Just look it up. I'm pretty sure it'll have it online. The Mystic, the angel numbers, Mystic Michaelia. Maybe we need to just screenshot it. Because girl, I'll be ordering. Most likely you can get off of Amazon. Just type it in. Angel number 146, self-talk. You manifest what you dwell upon. Again, abundance goes where energy flows, or whatever I said. The number 146 is a timely reminder to revisit your self-talk, mantras, and how you speak about yourself to others. The ways you use these tools create the reality you are living in. Today, closely monitor all forms of expression, either to yourself or about yourself. Observe where you can use some fine tuning. So heavy with the manifestation, heavy with the why I kept feeling like it's still like that energy, the Lionsgate portal, where you can manifest your desires, where you naturally just fall into, I want to do this. Somebody literally, even if it wasn't last week or a couple days ago, you got a new idea. You want to switch stuff up. You got a new idea that is going to take you places, but I feel like you have to take the leap of faith and just fall into it. Like, just do it. Especially if you're looking for something different to do. You're trying to evolve a business, or you're doing something different. Listen to your ideas. Be still so you can hear the ideas. Go within. You're trying to get spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom. That's where you have to reach it, in stillness or in some sort of meditative practice. It doesn't always have to just be still. Like you can be creative and get an idea. Whatever you have to do to calm your body, whether it's just sitting outside, under a tree, hugging a tree, whatever. Use the elements. For somebody, use the elements. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to get into a collective card pull. I will be going on my TikTok after this. So make sure you put the link in the description if you want some more. Okay, what is the message for the collective? What do they need to know right now? Depleted. I said this earlier. Make sure you rewind. I definitely said you have been feeling depleted. And what comes out? The card. And a lot is doing with enabling. A lot of people, you're enabling a lot of it. But depleted. You may be feeling depleted right now. Confirmation. Remember how I said, Reiki session, I'll be saying stuff. Or anything else is confirmation. Depleted. You are overgiving and not taking enough time to rest and rejuvenate. Reevaluate your relationships and commitments, or you may soon risk your health deteriorating in some way. You have to take a step back. You gotta something is so much on somebody. With somebody, you made a choice to take somebody's child in, or something, or something like that is coming up, and it's like you're depleted. You need some help somewhere, or you did something. You took the reins of something that you didn't have to, and you're like feeling depleted about something. You got to get this help. You need some rest with something. You're overbooked or overworked or something. You need some sort of rest. You're feeling depleted. Protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. If you're following my Patreon, I want to say both of these cards came out in Patreon. Click the link in the description. I have my Patreon link on there, and I do some readings for members that's $5 and up, $5 and up. But this is on the free side of my Patreon. These cards came out, so make sure you look at that reading for the collective. Trust in yourself. I resonate with this because I've been feeling like to give, and I need to fill my cup up because it feels like I have a broken cup and I'm just giving and giving. So this is confirmation for you, John. It's confirmation for you. You need to pour into the God within you. Pour into yourself. What does your spirit want? And sometimes it's even simple as, what does your spirit wants to eat? What do we want to eat? You'll have a thought of blueberries, strawberries. Somebody's thinking of berries and stuff, and it's like that's how deep you have to be listening to your spirit. That's how deep you have to be listening. Three more, spirit. Reward and recognition. You're going to be rewarded for something. You're going to get some recognition, maybe on your following or something like that. If you're on social media, congratulations. Your hard work will pay off soon and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. I was talking about that too. Own your power, own your magic. Trust in the things that you're doing. See it through. See it through. Take that risk and see it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you've accomplished. See it through. It's a new idea that came towards you. See it through. Walk away. For somebody, you have to walk the fuck away. It's definitely giving with the, remember, with the protect your energy, your boundaries, your overgiving. You have to walk away. You got to gain back your strength, your power, because you're depleted. You're depleted. You're wasting your precious energy on something that would not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. For somebody, it is a job. It is your career. It is your business. That's why you got that new idea, because you're being aligned to something that's more in your purpose, in your mission, in your doctrine or your ministry. Maybe somebody's actually going back to school for something. Release judgment. And then the last one, grounding, because I can go on all day, honey. Release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether it's for yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world in your path with clearer eyes. And grounding, the elephant. Elephants. Maybe somebody has an elephant, or you're about to get an elephant statue to hang in your house. Trunks up is abundance. Trunks down is grounding. Just to let somebody know. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head. And it's time to pay attention to your body and the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. Please rewind when I said this. I'm glad this is the last card that came out, because I said this. Go outside right now, after or while I'm saying this, and go ground. Get your feet out in some fresh cut grass if it's not even fresh. If you go find the greenest part, whatever, in earth, period. Ground your energy. Remember who you are. Ground your energy, transmute that energy into the earth. Visualize any negativity is coming out of your body and into the earth, and earth is giving you back that strength, back that nurturing energy. Ask for the Mother Earth to cleanse you by your feet. That's what I'm saying. Talk to Mother Earth. Say what's coming to your mind. Release it. Okay? Make sure you're following my Patreon, where I actually give a lot of just tips and tricks of how to get through this dark night of the soul that you're going through. My Reiki, I specialize in trauma. You feel me? So a lot of my Reikis and things that I do, especially my nature things, is to help cleanse with that. A lot of people, just the sound of a stream, the sound of water was always so soothing to you. So get back into that. And look, last card, abundance again. Like I said, you're still, this portal energy, even though it's closed, whatever, is something still lingering of abundance. Maybe that's your real focus. Split the deck, abundance. Last card. And I will be going on my TikTok after this. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. Remember, attention, or what did I say? Abundance flow where attention goes. To believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. And not no little bit of money. Abundance of many forms. And that's love, peace, joy, happiness, wealth, prosperity is part of it. It's on its way. You've been doing the work. You've been manifesting this. You've been doing the dark night of the soul, releasing, making room. Maybe you're decluttering your house, making room for new. Someone will be moving soon, that came out in the Patreon. So thank you so much. Only Jesus. I'm not even going to repeat that. Because you know why? I don't believe that only Jesus can give you peace. So Thompson, whatever your name is, Let me make sure I block you so you can no longer be triggered by true wisdom. Yeah. And that's that. So thank you for joining in this session. I know for a fact you felt something, you received something. Make sure you click the like, share, subscribe for more. Make sure you follow my Patreon, follow my TikTok. All of my messages are different, you know? So you never know what you're going to get. Make sure you follow, right? My babies wanted to say hi before I ended it. Hopefully you can see them in the background. You probably can't. Diva is the only one that flies this far back. But yeah, thank you for being here. See you later.